When you're running a successful business, there's two factors really. There's the decision-making process, and then there's the execution. So are you making good decisions about what you should be doing strategically? And then once you know what the right things are to do, are you actually executing effectively on that? And what I want to talk about is the cash conversion cycle, which really talks about the execution phase and looking at cash. And it's about understanding, and good businesses do this really well, understanding how you incur costs and how long cash takes to work its way through your company. So you will incur costs, for example, if you're manufacturing with raw materials and the like. How long then do you have to wait before you turn that into product, before you sell it, before your credit facilities run through and you actually get paid for that? And that number is important. There will be an optimum number, if you like, in your industry that you can aim for. So it's broken down into sections. So you will have an inventory outstanding, a day's inventory outstanding. So once you purchase raw materials and the clock starts ticking, you then turn that into stock, and it sits there in stock and inventory for a period of time until it's sold. And that's your day's inventory outstanding. Once it's been sold, unless people are paid cash for it, if there's credit facilities that have been extended, then you've also got to wait for that to run through. So that's your day's sales outstanding. So it might be that your day's inventory outstanding, for example, is say 30 days. Good businesses have a real good fix on what that number is. And then you've got days sales outstanding. How long before I get paid for this on average? You add those two together. So if your days sales outstanding as well as say 30 days, then your total period between incurring costs and actually realizing cash into the business with the value that you've created on top of it, hopefully you're charging more than what it's costing you to create these products, is 60 days. Now, what you can take off that is accounts payable. So if you've got credit facilities with suppliers, for example, then you don't pay on day one when you order raw materials. So it might be, for example, that you have 30 days payment terms as well. So you've got your inventory outstanding, you've got your sales outstanding, you add those two together, and that's the time that it's going to take for you. And then you take off the facility that you have for credit as well. So if that was 30 days, then your total cash cycle or cash conversion cycle would be 30 days. Now, it's not for me to tell you whether 30 days is a good number or not, because that comes down to the industry that you're operating in. But what's important to understand is, what is my cash conversion cycle number, and what would be a good number in my industry? What should I be aiming for? What would an avatar in my industry look like? The other thing that's important to understand is that number stable or is it moving? Now, ideally, that would be a stable number, but it could be expanding, which is problematic because that's going to be eating cash. It means your business is going to have to hold its breath for longer between incurring costs and actually receiving cash. Is it reducing? It's probably unlikely to be reducing unless there's intervention going on. But either way, is there stability there, or is it moving? And then also, what are the practical actions that you can take to move it in the right direction towards that optimum level? Because there is a vanishing point with this. You know, you don't want to screw your suppliers. You don't want to be the company in the industry that, and we've all had these where payment is due, you can't get hold of them, you can't get hold of the accounts team, and then the check's in the post, it's being paid. We missed the email, there's been an administrative error, blah, blah, blah. It goes on, and you end up getting blacklisted. You sack yourself from your own supply chain if you're not careful. So you want to do good business, but at the same time, you want efficiencies in your own company, which means that you move in inventory quickly, that it's not sitting around, that you're actually getting paid by your clients as well. And so that you can build in those efficiencies and make sure that the cash is flowing through effectively. If you can do those things, then you can move your business from where it stands today towards the sort of avatar of the outstanding exemplar position that you'd like it to get to. So just knowing the number is one thing, and a lot of companies don't know what the number is. But it's a step again to then take that information, look at it on a regular basis and say, where should I be going with this? Is it stable? And what can I do to influence it? If you can do that, then you really start moving yourself up into the top 1%.